This lesson is for people who are conservative-minded, but who are in the pro-democracy movement around this election and who want to influence people in their circle of contacts who are committed to voting, but are undecided about who to vote for, or who are Trump curious but not Trump committed, because these are the high priority targets of the pro-democracy movement. Now, if you're looking at this whole set of videos, you should have determined that the person you're talking to is committed to voting but undecided about who. But if you haven't done that, let me tell you a little bit more about how to do that, although this is laid out explicitly in other parts of this course. There's a technique called motivational interviewing, which is used in addiction treatment and a variety of other settings, where you basically ask somebody to put their preferences about something on a scale of, let's say, 1 to 10 or 1 to 100. And so you shouldn't be talking to people who are either, if 10 is vote for Trump and 0 is vote against Trump, you shouldn't be talking to people who are 8, 9, or 10, because you're wasting your time trying to move them. And you shouldn't be talking to people, for the sake of influence, who are 3 or less, because they're already going to vote against Trump. You're looking for people in that middle zone, but who are also committed to voting. So you can ask them that question, where they are on that number line. And at some point, maybe in the inquire step, you might ask, so why are you so far from 0? If they're at a 7 or if they're at a 3, why are you so far from 0? Because obviously there are things about Mr. Trump that they like, or the MAGA movement that they like. And you want to have them talk about that, both analytically and moreover experientially. You want to hear those stories. Later on in the process, you might go back to this question. You might ask the question of, well, how come you're not at a 8, 9, or 10? What are the experiences they've had that push them away from voting for Mr. Trump? Because part of what motivational interviewing does is it helps people surface their ambivalence. And that's a useful thing, because you're trying to have a collective examination between the both of you of all the reasons pro and all the reasons con. So I'm just offering you that, which you can use in other topics, but you can use it here too. But the most important thing I want to convey is we appreciate you doing this work, and we appreciate you joining forces with people on the progressive side who you might have been opposing for years and years and years, but you recognize the importance of this election. So thank you for doing that. And what we're about to learn in the lessons upcoming is how you do each step of this process, how you prepare for it, and how you execute it in a way that's going to maximize your influence. If you like the content of this video, please press like or subscribe, because that helps the algorithm push it out to more people who might want to see it. Anything you do in support, whether it's a like or a subscribe or a share or even a small financial contribution to this self-funded project, is helpful in making sure we can continue this important work of spreading compassion for the sake of democracy.